Hello everybody, this is me, Cobra. Today, we are witnessing another protest.
It's just like when it says like driving around.
Another protest in New York City. This one was on Bari and East Houston Street. For anybody that supports BLM, oh, by the way, I found a new app that I can use for my videos. Anyways, anybody that supports BLM or wants me to continue doing my survivalist videos or maybe one of my project videos, well, let me say this. All y'all have to do is comment below and please subscribe and like this channel. Thank y'all. But I'm actually looking for something here. Oh, found it. It's a cigar, guys. Remember, for those that don't like it that I smoke while I'm doing my YouTube videos, y'all can just kiss my ass because I'm going to continue doing it. As for wearing a mask, who gives a shit? Hang on, somebody wants to speak. Go ahead.
Hello, everybody. Like you saw, there was a bicycle protest. I'm Kitty anyway, and everybody watching our channel, Kitty Surgery, please subscribe to it, please. I need more subscribers, please.
And don't forget to punch that like button.
Yeah, I'm using your help to do that. Okay?
Yes. Please subscribe to her channel. She's a good woman and a good YouTuber. You are looking at her inspiration.
That's why I get it from them.
Okay. I'm gonna add something. Well, here in New York City, I have survived the pandemic without wearing a face mask. I have survived the riot because I am very skilled, guys. But let me say this. New York City was not a good start for me. Me and Kitty, we came to New York City for a start, along with our son, my stepson. As I'm gonna say this, I have survived a lot more than what's going on. Do y'all honestly think the pandemic scares me? No, it doesn't. I'm not scared of the pandemic. I'm not scared of a riot. I sure as hell am not saying that I'm a bad motherfucker, which I'm not saying that. I don't claim it. I'm just fearless and brave. But I'm gonna say some good things about New York City. New York City is where the history of the United States started. Our very first president, George Washington, was sworn in as president. You all think that Washington, D.C. is where it all started. That's where the politics started. But in a way, New York City is where the country started. As y'all know, I've traveled to many places. I was a drifter for a time. Y'all know that. But let me say this. New York City is both good and bad. My experience personally wasn't all that good. But I've had some adventures here. I have seen the Statue of Liberty, and I've also saw from a distance the Empire State Building, which I've never explored either one because of the pandemic. And the lack of money. But that's neither here nor now. I didn't really want to go up close to the Empire State Building, nor did I even care to go right up close to the Statue of Liberty. New York City itself is very overpopulated, guys, which is not much of a threat. A lot of the people I've met and came across has actually learned how to get along. But some of the people in New York City think they're all big and bad. But that's not for me to judge. I've met some good friends here in New York City. Once me and Kitty and our son leaves New York City, we're gonna miss our good friends. Honestly, what I'm gonna say is that every city is all the same. But New York City is the biggest city in the United States. One of the major cities, the major city. United Nations is in New York City. The World Trade Center, all of them. Now I think there's 5 of them, if I remember right, is in New York City. But there's going to be another video I'm going to post up on YouTube. It's going to be about the Bari mission. That's right. I'm going to post it up on the outside about Bari mission. About what it was before the pandemic and during the pandemic. I'm not sure how it's going to be after the pandemic. I may have to update that one too. Let me say this. The pandemic is real, guys. But it's nothing to be afraid of. Because a lot of the world, at least the United States, as far as I know, is rebuilding. Look at New York City. Because of what happened at 9/11. They have rebuilt at that time in New York City. New York City is rebuilding during the pandemic. It is rebuilding during the riots that was taking place. They've already recovered from that. But might I say this, guys, there is a new change coming. Y'all hear the sirens? Y'all may not over my loud voice. New York City is dangerous out on the streets, but I am actually surviving out here. I know how to survive. Remember, folks, country boys can survive. Always remember that. Drifters like myself can survive. If you can't, there's a saying, if you can't survive in New York City, you can't survive anywhere. Especially for homeless people. And especially for people that has a place but prefer spending most of their time outdoors. Such as myself. I'm an outdoorsy type of guy. Which reminds me, future videos I'm going to post up is going to be videos off of my channel that I could never log into. Remember that. So, if y'all want to know what my future videos are going to hold and what they're going to be, y'all just going to have to wait around and find out, guys. I just thought I would say all this in after the protest we've witnessed. But I didn't really feel like following them anyway, guys. Just remember one thing, guys. When the end time comes, doomsday apocalypse comes, or what some people says, the shit hits the fan, be ready. Be prepared. Nobody really knows what it's going to be. I heard one person say that martial law is coming. That may be. Once it comes, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay prepared. Most of all, y'all stay vigilant. Especially for people like me that has a family to support and a family to provide for, and also a family to protect. I'm going to say this. Protect them with your lives, guys. We are the last line of defense. The United States citizens. Everybody, put all of y'all's petty differences aside. Put all of y'all's differences about race, about sex, or about sexual preference, guys. Put all of that aside. The United States needs to stick together. There's a change coming. I am a supporter of BLM. But I'm going to say this. We all need to be prepared for what's to come. And also, I'm going to say this. I don't forget where I came from. Even if I get a place to stay and get off the streets. I came from homelessness. You've seen those bags. Y'all seen my videos. Respect the homeless. Let me tell y'all why. They could be y'all's sons, y'all's daughters, your sisters, your brothers, your fathers, your mothers, your grandmothers, your grandfathers, your uncles, your cousins, your aunts, your nieces, your nephews. Because homeless people are people just like y'all. Just remember that. Y'all have seen some of my videos. And Mayor of New York City, if you want to help the homeless, do something about the shelters. Make them livable. Give us homeless people some kind of dignity. And over at the shelter that I'm going to be doing a video on, one of them, which is, from what I heard, is one of the most famous shelters in New York City. I'm going to tell y'all how the food is. I'm going to tell y'all how the people are that's working over there. I'm going to tell y'all how the homeless are treated. I haven't stayed in a shelter in New York City, and I don't plan on it. Not even if I get stranded here longer, and my family. I would rather my family be somewhere safe. I know I'm safe. Nobody has to worry about me. And for YouTubers that is just now getting kicked out of y'all's houses, homeless life isn't really all that bad if y'all stick to yourselves. If y'all find a group of friends that y'all are cool with. I'm gonna say this, guys. Stay safe. Stay vigilant. Always watch your back. And what the military says, watch your six. Watch your front. Watch your left. Watch your right. In other words, watch your 6. Watch your 12. Watch your 3. And watch your 8 or 9 or something like that. I can't remember. I'm not much for clocks when it comes to directions, but always watch out. Observe. Observe around y'all. If nobody likes it, so what? Especially those of y'all that have kids. Y'all understand? Do what y'all gotta do, guys. Please subscribe to my channel and like, or should I say, punch that like button. Have a good day or good night, depending on y'all's time zones.